What's up, I'm Tyler Casey, and if you're new to my channel, here I answer questions about music videos, video production, and I post behind the scenes of my music videos. So the other day I got asked what I think about the new GH5 S that's coming out. It's a new model of the GH5, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the new details that they put into it and whether or not I think it'd be good for music video shooting or any other type of video production. So Lumix posted this video about the GH5 S. It has all sorts of stuff. I'm going to play it right there. This is a problem people complain about with the GH5 is that you can't boost the ISO too high because you get lots of noise, maybe at 1600 or 3200. And I've noticed this problem, but I just shoot on fast lenses or I usually light my scenes. You can push the ISO a lot higher on the GH5S so you could shoot in lower light situations. It also looks like they added a shiny red button for the record, which really isn't that big of a difference. One thing that people are kind of mad about is that they took away internal image stabilization. So when it comes down to ISO, it's always great to have higher ISO when you get in situations where you don't need light. Sometimes when you're filming music videos at night, you're gonna end up in places where there's not gonna be too much lights, or let's say your batteries die on your LED panels and you're not gonna be able to light those scenarios. It's often on the GH5 when you go over 1600 or 3200 ISO, you're gonna get a little bit of noise and you're either gonna have to clean that up in post or just deal with it. With the GH5S, you can push the ISO a lot higher than you can on the GH5. So I definitely think if you film something like concerts, if you're filming a lot of stuff at night, event videography like weddings, this might be useful as well because sometimes on the first dance, not gonna be much light there, and I found myself shooting at f1.1 at 3200 ISO and still being a little bit underexposed. So it's really important to have that extra light in those kind of scenarios. But personally me, I don't think I need that because I always bring lights with me, always make sure I'm lighting in correct places. I don't do too many weddings, so I definitely don't need it for that aspect. But if any of that sounds good to you, you might wanna look into the GH5S. But you also have to consider the price. So the GH5S is gonna be $500 more. Secondly, internal body stabilization. So the GH5 has internal body stabilization and the GH5S does not. I'm not exactly sure why they took it out. Maybe it has something to do with the way they had to build the sensor. This doesn't help them compete with Sony because Sony has internal IBS in their camera and it does great low light, so kind of contradicts that. But with these days, with everyone using gimbals, there's not too many people using the internal body stabilization to its full capacity. You could definitely just put your camera on a Ronin, film at night in low light. So I think this would be really helpful with the GH5, being able to push past those ISOs if you're doing gimbal work at night or anything like that, so you don't have to be at your lowest f-stop at night. If you're shooting a lot of handheld, or if you really don't care if you have internal body stabilization and you're trying to save some money, I would definitely just go with the GH5. But if you want more of a video camera and you want more features, if you're trying to be very cinematic, I would definitely look into the GH5S. Right now I'm gonna stick with my GH5, and then I'm gonna wait out and see where the price goes on the GH5S because that low light capability would be nice. I'm not sure if I would miss the internal body stabilization. I'd have to see how it looks. I really do like using it with my Sigma 18-35 and the native 12-35. Comment below what you guys are gonna do if you're gonna get the GH5S, if you're gonna get the GH5, or if you're gonna wait for Sony to come out with something. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and make sure to comment below if you guys have any more topics you want me to talk about. I'm Tyler Casey, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.